First leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Sometimes needs motivating, Wade. He doesn't need any motivating against Van Gerwen.
No, any more than he does when he plays Lewis.
99.
And as Dave Clark mentioned, one of Van Gerwen's 3 defeats, only beaten 3 times in 16 outings. That's impressive. Was inflicted on him by this man in Glasgow. Yes, I know Van Gerwen got revenge in Sheffield, but you're right. And Wade looked so cool as he waited for the walk-on just outside our commentary box. I think that this lad certainly has the capability of winning this title for a second time.
He needs something to get him going, James Wade, always, and we saw that at the back end of the regular season matches when it looked like he was already through, and he kind of just limped, stuttered and stumbled into the playoffs. His last 4 results, lost, draw. But that draw was big, and he won a leg on his own throw to draw against Phil Taylor. As it happened, he'd have got in anyway, but he didn't know that at the time, John, did he?
Absolutely, that's right. I think when you've had an escape like that, you possibly think to yourself, well, I've got nothing to lose.
76.
Good last start. But of course, we know this man is so very special. And perhaps he's going to illustrate why. Not quite, but that's a great throw. Makes him favourite to win this against the throw, unless Wade can produce something a bit special. He's going to have a dart at a double. Tops he wants. Oh, just under.
Well, he's hit double top more than anyone in the league so far, Wade, but he missed it then. Van Gerwen, double 12. That was the dart that hit the double. And no one had hit his doubles better in the regular season than Wade. He was averaging 45% on the checkout. That was the best in the entire tournament. And yet tonight, John, he's had 5 attempts and missed the whole lot.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Because when he did beat Van Gerwen up in Glasgow, week 8, Wade's stats 7 out of 11, 63%. One of the most impressive of the entire Premier League season. And yet tonight,
81. And
it really matters. Time to pick up yet. Still early days, but Van Gerwen impressive. 2 out of 2 on the doubles. And backs him up. Goes to the Dutchman.
Brilliant from Van Gerwen, averaging 107. Yeah, Wade first to the double in both legs, but has missed. And at this rarefied level, John, you just cannot afford to be first to the double and lose legs. You just can't keep doing it.
We know that Wade, when he misses double top, generally hits the double 10, but not always, just nearly always. 1 each in the maximum stakes.
Well, he's left his favourite double 10, but will Van Gerwen leave his calling card on this leg? Double 5 for 3-0, and that is a very big body blow. Wade waiting for his signature shot and didn't get a sniff.
So Wade still serving and hoping for a few breaks yet.
Phil Taylor waiting to see who'll play in the final in front of this huge crowd at the O2 in London, Docklands. Looks all over that it's going to be Michael Van Gerwen. Well, the crowd here lapping this up. They are now being treated to arguably the greatest back-to-back darts matches we've seen, and they're lapping it up. Big Dutch contingent in here on MVG after RBB went out in the semis.
And I met 2 lads who travelled all the way from near Toronto in Canada to be here tonight, Rod. Met them on my way in, and that's how much it means, this competition. They'll travel from far and wide. No doubt many Cockneys in here too. enjoying the fruits of a fantastic 15 weeks of Premier League arrow throwing.
And it looks like could end up with the final. I think most people felt was likely, and probably the one that the neutrals won. The greatest of them all against the man who would be king, Michael van Gerwen.
Yes, I think so, and I really do believe that they will continue this trend of high averages. They're going to have to, because they're not both going to throw badly. I don't think either will. We haven't quite written off Wade. We shouldn't do. But it does begin to look as though Van Gerwen is edging ever closer now to the target of Taylor.
Oh, that is a blunder.
32.
For some reason he went hunting the treble 16 when he should have been just going into the meat of the single, John.
I agree. He was looking at treble 16 for double 4, and you're right, big 16 would have been good enough. Now this for Bade. Wall, unlucky. Sagging shoulders there. He knows that was one opportunity offered to him, and it may well be now. The final nail ready to be hammered in.
And that 10,000-mile journey starts with but a single step. It's a long road though, John, isn't it?
42.
Well, I think that'll be punished. I think that'll be punished, Rod. I really do. 42. Already 18 ahead. 78 ahead. Oh, brilliant. 137 ahead. And, well, my maths are not quite right. 135 ahead, but he'll settle for that, will Van Gerwen. Great reply by Wade, but Van Gerwen has the darts effectively.
Well, for a moment, there was the tantalising prospect. Another Van Gerwen 9-darter against James Wade. And of course, Wade was on the wrong end of a double 9-darter from Phil Taylor at Wembley in 2010 in the finals of this event.
58.
You just know when Van Gerwen gets that first one right, the others are not going to be very far away. Wade still digging deep, hanging on in there. Needs another treble here.
100.
Not good enough, I suspect.
104.
So is this the end? Double 16 to reach the final.
72.
Oh, he's not there yet. He's still on the brink of that darting date with the power later on tonight.
That's a perfect dart. That's a perfect dart. Ball for an amazing goal. Unlucky Wade. What a bid for safety. But now Van Gerwen. I don't believe what I've just seen. A man who half an hour ago couldn't miss a double.
Double 10 for Wade to take another step along this unlikely trail to an improbable victory as Van Gerwen starts showing classic symptoms of clincher's disease.
We were talking earlier, you know, in the press room,
60.
Wayne Mardle, Stuart Pike and myself, about the famous semi-final in 2005 in Manchester when Roland Scholten, a certain Dutchman, played Taylor and seemed to have him nailed, but then suddenly, as the winning line came in sight, blew it. Surely Van Gerwen's not going to do the same, but you got to say, Rod, that it's a possibility. Wade will be aware now that Van Gerwen is struggling in relative terms.
96.
Well, it is seen in virtually every single sport, every individual sport. Some call it clincher's disease, others call it finishing line fever, but you see it so often, John, don't you? We've said so often, the hardest leg to win is the one when you're on naught and the one to win a match.
Yes.
We see it all the time.
Yes. Gotta get past that finishing post first, and like so many of the horses I back, Rod, you don't always do it.
58.
But 58 from Van Gerwen, he might well scratch his head.
Well, there's not a panic on yet for Van Gerwen, but he must be starting to get a little twitchy. He's going to come away from that. Well,
129.
it's a sloppy last start from James Wade when he had 82 going. He was looking obviously for treble 14, but it's not catastrophic. It's a 2-dart check when he returns, John.
Yes, perhaps rather than
130. Change you require 53.
having 3 darts at it, but the way he has been just of late. Now then, down about 3/4 of an inch, and that's been his problem. His Achilles heel tonight. That double top just has not gone in, and now yet another chance for Van Gerwen.
16 leaves tops. Tops then for the match.
32.
Another bullet fired off target.
Change you require 40.
Well, it's amazing. 7 out of 15. He had 5 out of 6. 2 out of 9 since then for Van Gerwen. And Wade's double 10 evades. And that is unconvincing. This time, surely, the 24-year-old Dutchman is going to make it on his debut season into